joining us for the 24th annual Garden State Film Festival. This year, we have over 200 films and film-centered events from various countries, all happening across 9 venues from March 26th to the 29th this year. Today, I'm here with Mathilde Suissa and writer Lauren Woolmacher of the homegrown short Golden Afternoon. Mathilde and Lauren, thank you so much for joining me today. How's your day going so far?
Great. Thank you for having us. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So please tell us a bit about Golden Afternoon.
Lauren, you want to take it away?
Sure, yeah. So Golden Afternoon is a short film about an event coordinator who has to plan a celebration of life for someone she has never met. And she is in the hustle and bustle of gig life and is not really looking forward to her day at work, and then is sort of struck by the events that unfold in the film.
What inspired your writing of it?
So it's actually inspired by a true story. I was asked to be a production assistant for an event in Central Park. And it turned out to be a very big memorial service with over 300 people. It was outside in the summertime, and excuse me, the circumstances around the death were very tragic, but it was a very beautiful ceremony that the family of the deceased planned for her, and I was just very moved, and I thought it would make a very interesting story on screen without giving too much away.
Of course. Well, how did the two of you come together?
So Lauren Soa, who is also acting in the film, and she's the producer of the film as well. Her and I first met through our previous agent. And so we were the first two to join together on this. And then Lauren and Mathilde have worked together many times. And so we brought Mathilde on board through her.
That's awesome. So what was this like for the two of you, this whole process, the writing and the directing? What would you say for each of you, the most challenging part of it was of this film, and perhaps the most rewarding or just your favorite part of it?
I think there were many rewarding things about it. I think just for me personally, I think one of the reasons why Lauren Soa connected Lauren Woolmacher, who's here with us, and me is because she knew that we were kind of going through similar things in our lives with like family and loss and just difficult things happening. And when she read the script, she had known at that point that my mom had just passed away, and I think when she texted me, told me like, I think you might be the perfect person for this because it might be really like personal for you. And as Lauren Woolmacher and I were chatting more and introducing ourselves and getting to know each other, I think we really bonded on a lot of points like that. And I think that's what made the both of us very passionate about making this happen. There are many challenges, I think, when you make a short film and you don't have endless money to spend, right? Like, one of the biggest challenges I think for us was like just trying to find good weather so that we could shoot. A lot of the film takes place outside at like a beautiful ceremony. So, you might not think of it when you're just watching it like, wow, it looks so beautiful. But it's like, that was so stressful for us to try to make sure that the weather, there was no rain, it had to be a really beautiful day. It was kind of like its own thing in the film. It's like this gorgeous day that takes place in like a beautiful, warm, sunny day. So that was very stressful. And I think what was also a little stressful is like, when you're doing a short film and it's kind of scrappy and trying to get people together. But Lauren, we shot on Lauren's property. Her dad has this beautiful property in New Jersey, and her community there really came together for us. And I think that was also a huge highlight of doing this film, was like seeing her community so invested in helping us and wanting to be a part of it and donating or coming to be an extra or just supporting us or donating or whatever. I think that like really it really makes you feel like you're doing something that people care about and that it's not just something that you're struggling for, and that people do care if you ask for help or share the story. You know, Lauren sharing her story of like this happened to her, and it's all very personal, and people do care. I think that was a huge highlight, especially for me. If Lauren, maybe you have some other things to share.
No, that was so well said. I don't want to touch it. I concur.
No, I mean that's amazing. I think that you know, with great work, it almost is transparent on screen how seamless or just how positive the background, like the production of it was when you're watching it. Because I feel like you can tell when things are tense when you're watching something if they weren't all fitting together behind the scenes. Like you hear about two people that didn't get along really well or this or that, and it's like you can watch it back and you can be like, yeah, like I totally can see that. But when you have like such a seamless positive, I think, experience from behind, it really shows up front. So I think that really showed in when I watched it personally.
Thank you.
And you know, myself aside, what is it that you want, you know, your audience to take away from the film?
You know, what's interesting is that I never thought about this before until we had another screening last weekend, and I was talking with a few people afterwards, and one person really like brought it to my attention. I think really cemented it for me was that she said it was very easy to connect with the story and connect with what was happening because we made this film through the eyes of an outsider, and said it made it easy to connect to being not necessarily a part of this family, because you're not, right? You don't really know them, and that's what Jamie's going through too, is like she does not know these people at all, really. And so seeing it through the lens of an outsider, just getting a glimpse into it, you know, this audience member said that it was very easy to get emotional and to feel like just like Jamie, I guess. And I don't know if I really like the way that she phrased it.
Oh no.
Oh really?
I see her.
I'm here.
Oh no.
We are a little frozen though.
Wait, I think Emily froze. Oh no. Oh no, what do we do?
I don't know. Should I keep talking?
Oh no, it's just us.
It's just me and you now.
Hi.
Okay, we're back.
At first I thought you guys froze, and I'm like, wait, they both froze. Maybe I'm the one that froze. My apologies. My apologies.
I was close to taking over.
What did I miss?
I was just saying that I don't think I ever really heard it that way before, and I think it made me realize that it is a really great way to get to know somebody when you're not the main character in the person's family, you're still the outsider. And she just said that it made it very, very relatable. So I think that was a big takeaway for me. I don't know, Lauren, you have something?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say too, like, I mean, when Lauren and I were first talking about what this project was going to be, and we were bonding over different stories that we had about working as freelancers and whatnot, like, we just kept coming back to that exact thing of like, we've had so many times where we feel like really like affected by something that we have no personal connection to. Like I remember she told me, she's a photographer, and she said like she was at taking pictures for a wedding once, and like the bride started crying, and they were like in a small intimate room, and it was just her, the bride, and like the mother of the bride, and she was like, oh, I don't know, like this feels like a really like important moment, and I don't know what to do with myself and whatever. So, yeah, I think it's an hopefully an easy way in, seeing it through the fly on the wall
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah. I was a little surprised too at how many people said that they had chosen to do a celebration of life rather than a memorial for somebody that, you know, passed away in their life. And they said that it was very refreshing to see that type of ceremony. And I don't want to spoil anything for the film, but, you know, things that take place, and it's all a very, you know, it's like a party. It's like a very joyous event that I think maybe for some people that have never experienced that, it may be, you know, kind of like Janie is like kind of like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
This is not how I expected this type of event to happen, but they do something very, very different. But I was surprised to hear from many people that like, yeah, we had a party too, like we did a whole celebration, and that's what I did as well. And I was like, wow, it actually connects, and it's not too jarring, I think, for a lot of people, which was very nice to hear that people enjoyed that as well, and they weren't there's happy with the sad, you know. And I think that's like a big theme throughout the movie too. It's like there's sadness is always going to be attached to it, but it's about injecting joy into it so that it's not, you know, so sad.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to both types. I've been to a celebration of life. I've been to funerals, and I will say that although both are sad, there's something that I feel like connects you more with the people around you when you choose the celebration of life rather than the funeral. So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I think too, people like, I know like I really struggled with going to sort of traditional funerals and wakes as a kid, and I know my mom did too. And so I think it's like a more modern thing, obviously, to sort of have this new kind of tradition where not everyone's wreathed in black and, you know, all the things that you normally associate with a funeral. But I like it. I like that we're
Yeah.
moving on to something a little lighter and focusing on like celebrating who the person was instead of just being drowned in all of the darkness.
Absolutely. You know, it's like life will go on, and so you know, celebrate that person and everything that they did. Absolutely. Well, I feel like I could talk to you guys for much longer than like 15 minutes, but you know, like it's been such a pleasure. Am I going to be meeting you both in person in March?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We'll be there.
Great. Well, Golden Afternoon will be screening at the Crystal Ballroom on Saturday, March 28th from 12:30 to 2:15 p.m. We hope to see you at the Garden State Film Festival this year with over 200 films screening across 9 venues, including hosting parties, panels, events, and more. Get your tickets at gsff.org/tickets. Lauren, Matilde, it's been such a pleasure, and I'm looking so forward to meeting you in person. Stay warm.
Yes.
Thank you. You too.
So much.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.